I'm Andy Newall, JD Muay Thai.
I'm Jacob Thompson.
Okay, so we're reviewing this fight with Ben Etheridge.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of kind of build-up to this, wasn't there?
Yeah,
a bit of beef between you.
Yeah, it was a really interesting fight. The first time that I'd really had any sort of bad blood with anybody before a fight.
Lot of back and forth.
Yeah, there was a lot of back and forth before
media.
it. And I can't remember at what point it was, but I just remember Rob obviously messaged you and asked if we wanted to do the fight in the 4-ounce gloves, and
which really was giving him an advantage, being a
100%.
heavier fighter. You was fighting at 57 now, wasn't
yeah.
you? So we came up to 59 to meet him and did the 4-ounce gloves.
Yeah.
And he is basically a bit of a brawler, really, isn't
Yeah, definitely.
So we did tilt the odds in their favour, and there was talk of a side bet, wasn't there?
Yeah.
What was Dan saying he was willing to put? Was it $5 grand?
Yeah, 4 or 5 grand, I don't know.
Yeah. So, yeah, all added to the selling of the fight, didn't it?
100%. I think pressure-wise as well, sort of, I feel like I was expected to beat Ben, you know.
Yeah.
And as Dave sort of said himself, they knew they wasn't gonna beat us on points.
Yeah. And
I knew myself that they was only gonna come and try and knock me out.
Yeah.
So
they were going in there with the sole intention to stop me, weren't they?
100%.
A lot of pressure.
But yeah, considering the amount of pressure, I remember before I didn't really, you know, every fight's different. Some fights I feel more nervous for, whereas with this fight, I was very excited about it, to be honest.
Yeah, I remember. It's a funny one as well, because again, with Simon, we're close with Dave, aren't we?
Yeah.
And he's been down since.
Yeah, exactly.
Squash the beef, good old fashioned way.
Yeah, exactly.
Really calm in this one.
I think, to be fair as well, where there'd obviously been a bit of bad blood previously, I was just happy to be having the fight, really.
Of course. I remember I think I was more nervous than you.
Yeah.
He was our first fighter, going at it in 4-ounce gloves. Straight away though, you can see the theme of it. You're landing that beautiful right body kick.
Yeah, I feel like I settled in pretty quickly to this. I mean, it still seems pretty erratic,
yeah.
But
had a couple of nice right-hands there, lunged in with that elbow, beautiful. Yeah, there was no feeling out process, was there?
No, not at all.
He was just trying on that right hand.
That was the interesting thing as well. To be fair, that was one thing I don't feel like I dealt with very well in the fight. Was every time I threw my kick, his answer was to catch the kick and just return with that big right cross.
Yeah. You can see the reddening on his
big
back
time.
already there.
Big time.
Good job. Beautiful again. Slips out.
That's the thing in fours as well. The range is just completely different. So just figuring that out is a whole new.
So he catches you with a dirty right hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's bomb.
Straight down the middle.
How did you feel after that?
I didn't even obviously really know what exactly had happened. I just remember sort of circling out and knowing that I'd been caught with something good.
Yes.
But pretty quickly, I feel like I recovered from it pretty quickly.
You did. I felt like your head was clear again.
Yeah.
Great shots. Switch shot.
Yeah, I think you punched my tooth out there.
As well as your gum shield.
Yeah.
Casually walk over, pop your own gum shield in. Love that.
See, just spamming that right hand. Really just trying to.
He's catching your kick, but the effect's still there and he's not doing anything with it really. Trying to pelt your head off again. Nice, heads in beautiful. I remember feeling like these rounds went like that.
Yeah.
Great kick. You can see his power's not where it was now already. Catch and kill. Excellent. I feel like the referee wasn't giving you much time to work in the
No,
clinch.
definitely not. I feel like the 4 ounce, with the 4 ounce gloves.
Yeah,
so
I feel like people are not sure what rule set to go with.
No. Yeah, people definitely just want to sort of see that.
Copy one.
See that constant fight.
Still Aggie there at the end.
I feel like by now as well, I sort of knew that
that was the best.
Yeah, he didn't have nothing that I couldn't take.
Good luck. And brilliant shifting your hips out. Good scores. Knee at the back there. Again, this will all be draining his power from his, for his boxing. But it's that right kick from me that
Just landing
super
over and
every
over
time.
and over.
Yeah. Balance.
I feel like by this point as well, I was really starting to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Not that there was any point where I wasn't enjoying it, but I think at
Good
this
count.
point I was starting to have fun in it.
Yeah. Again, the car kick, but nothing returned. Very much smarter this round.
Definitely.
Not getting hit with many clean shots. Beautiful left kick. Massive score on that as it runs there. And return. Even when he does land his kicks, you're always answering that. And you can see there the revenue of what he's really showing. That's seem more bothered about putting your hair back in place. I don't know what the referee's problem was with encouraging you both to fight. It's one of the most high-paced fights I've ever seen.
I feel like now as well we was both sort of having a bit of a laugh at each other.
Yeah.
It's weird. I feel like there was a lot of already at this point in the fight. There was a lot of sort of mutual
Good big knees up the
respect.
back. He was just happy to hold you in the clinch, wasn't he?
Yeah, 100%.
Wait for the break to come and try and bang you again. Excellent. I mean, the keys are obviously it's hard. He's just stopped someone.
They're just running
again. Yeah.
4 ounce gloves round 1 knockout.
Brilliant. Big knee up the back when he got positions. Excellent. Again, you're just so much better in the clinch now.
That's the thing. It's interesting because in the little gloves, it's much easier to sort of clinch. I feel like, but at the same time, you're not looking for it as much because you do want to sort of stay on the outside and
I suppose that
keep it
little
as a
dirty
fight.
boxing shots can still be effective.
100%.
Last round.
Yeah.
How did you feel? Did you feel like you could have gone 5 with that?
Definitely. I think it would have been really interesting to see what happened if it was a
Beautiful.
5 round fight.
Excellent. Big score
Yeah.
for me.
I think by this point, I sort of was really,
Had his number.
I was really coming into the fight.
Good luck.
Like I know how to fight 3 round fights, but I think 5 round fights suit me much better. I always go into the fight. As the fight goes on, I settle in much more. And yeah, by this point in this fight, I think mentally I just knew that I was the better fighter.
Definitely.
I think he you know, completely run out of ideas. He couldn't really hurt me of anything. You're just trying to spam that right hand.
Oh, good counter. Better play to that now.
Big time, big time.
Again, brilliant offset there. Dropping the leg. Excellent. Dominant there, throwing the kick over the top after the sweep. I feel like if Ben's going to have more success fighting in these little gloves, he's got to polish his kick defence.
100%, 100%. Against anyone with a higher level of IQ.
Yeah, excellent score. Bit of gamesmanship again.
I mean, I just knew. I think I knew I was running away with it here. You know. It was.
Love that.
Yeah, by this point, I think I obviously knew that the fight was coming to an end, and I didn't want to get. Yeah, I didn't want to get involved in anything too silly. I didn't want to sort of catch a silly shot for ego or anything like that.
Oh, good camera left hook as well. I feel like that hurt him. And you just score on next button.
Nice, just coming to the end.
Great fight.
Yeah.
I feel like the beef was squashed pretty much.
Yeah, big
straight
time,
after,
100%.
As we said, there's no better way to.
I feel like I said, I feel like in the fight itself, there was sort of halfway through there was sort of a lot of just mutual respect.
You did take too many right hands.
100%. I took too many right hands on my own liking.
That
was the thing though. In the little gloves, it was obviously the first time that either of us had sort of done it, and yeah, it was really interesting. Sort of learning out. Well, not completely dealing with everything, but learning how to take things differently.
Yeah. It's a different sport.
Exactly. It is a completely different game.
Fun fight.
Definitely the most fun I feel like I've probably ever had. And as we said, you know, just like the pressure that was sort of on the fight, it just it made it better, yeah. And it played out as I said. You know, there was a little sort of, I don't even know what you call it, where we was both sort of saying how we thought the fight would go, and I said, you know, I'd control the fight. Yeah, I'd be too smart for him to control the fight where it went. Yeah. But yeah, that was definitely a very interesting fight.
Yeah. It was good to see you still stay smart under so much pressure with them.
Big time. Just keeping the composure.
Yeah. You showed
not getting drawn into a scrap, just a complete tear up.
But it was good as well to see how big your heart was. Not that it was ever
100%. I mean, yeah, it's definitely the closest that I've ever been to sort of getting knocked out. Yeah. And I remember you obviously saying to me after the fight, like, oh, when he hit you with that right hand, I was a bit worried, and I obviously didn't sort of even realise what had happened. Yeah, where it was just such a crazy fight. I didn't even really remember getting out of the ring. It was one of the maddest fights I've ever had, 100%. But yeah, I'd definitely love to do it again in the little gloves, but just for when it's worth it.
Yeah, of course.